All right. Here we go. Blitz World Series action, 3v3 on the Oasis map. So I modified it so there's room for a third player. 3v3 action coming at you. We finally got this dialed in right. It's been a long day of lags and mistakes and broken maps, but now it's coming. It's all happening. Octo Kid in purple, Kian in the top left. He's teamed up with Ed in blue in the middle there on the left, and they got VW in orange in the bottom left. On the right, we got Luke in the middle. We got Path in the bottom right, we got Zed in the top right. Left versus right for all the marbles, all the bragging rights, and to be declared the 3v3 champion of the world. Just kidding, this game actually doesn't really matter that much. It does get them points in the Blitz World Series team tournament though this month. It's just random teams, random games throughout the month, you get points for it. Alright, so let's see how the action rolls on here. 3v3, pretty chaotic on a small map like this, but people have been requesting it, so I tried to make a map that would play kind of fun. I think this one works pretty well once you clear out the lighthouses and stuff. So we do see Ed pushing in now. Looks like, see if we do some teaming up. So yeah, Luke building behind on the cliff, doesn't want to build around the water. It's pretty easy to get pinched out there. That's obviously the trickiest spot to play on this map is that middle spot. Okay, so Ed trying to push in. Those bunkers getting a lot of work done. Path in the bottom right holding off nicely. Now Kian's bringing his rhinos bottom side. Kian has a nice rhino lead right now. Why does Kian have so many more rhinos than everyone else? Early on, it's all about, in these team games, trying to pinch someone out, trying to double team someone early, trying to take their MCV. Can be really, really nice. Very nice eagles from Luke. Luke's got those super early eagles and doing a lot of work. And Luke on no war factory, so that's nice synergy. He's using his teammates to defend him. He's pumping eagles. I like that strategy. Nice little hit and run from Path on the bottom middle there. Kian, yeah, purple tanks roaming. Those are Kian's. He's looking for a target. And we do have Path pushing in now on VW in the bottom right. Kian comes down to help protect. Kian with some flak tracks as well, but the Eagles come and hit Ed's War Factory there on the left. So Ed's War Factory goes down, and there's a lot of action here. And now look at Luke. Luke's playing the air game. He's playing the Navy game. Very, very nice. Kind of being the utility player on the right side, letting his two teammates back him with tanks as he pushes out the Navy. I like that. All right. So Kian's got a nice army here, but his teammates aren't holding on by much. I'm not sure what Ed's doing. Ed doesn't even have a war factory out. Is Ed broke? No, Ed's on 5K. Now Ed's got a war factory out. Crates are out. Ed's gonna grab those crates around the Oasis every couple minutes. Those crates give a little bit of money. Ed grabs a few crates. Oh, is that a Crazy Ivan on the bottom left? Is there a Crazy Ivan? Oh man, that Crazy Ivan's doing work. Oh, that Crazy Ivan. I think it's gonna hit this MCV. I don't think it'll destroy it though, right? There's a bomb bottom left. Oh yeah, hit the battle lab, didn't destroy, or hit the MCV, maybe didn't destroy it. Battle raging on now. It looks like, I mean, the right side of the map's just got to be ahead on the macro right now. Nothing too decisive has happened, but they've just been slowly getting more offensive value, chipping away at the players on the left here. And I think team left is going to have a hard time keeping up. Yeah, nice paradrop now on the bottom left. Now Path's out with his Iron Curtain, Path's out with the Kirovs, and VW in the bottom left just trying to hang on. Destroyers, yeah. Destroyers might not be the move. That Kirov getting a lot of damage done. Okay, so now the left side has a decent amount of tanks here. And look at this, Kian, look at the top side. He's got the Kirov coming. He's got a demo truck going in. Demo truck goes in. And Zed a little slow on the flak tracks. He's going to hit that oil, get a nice chain reaction, takes one of the flak tracks with it. This Kirov is the offensive weapon that the left side of the map needed right now. He's going to get another oil and takes a battle lab with it. A lot of value there, and Kian trying to work his tanks in behind. Iron Curtain on the bottom left, right behind my head. Sorry, I don't have a button to get out of the way. Does dive and hits that MCV. So very nice Iron Curtain from Path there, pushing in on VW in the bottom left, takes out his War Factory. VW now only with a barracks, so it doesn't have much left to do. But Kian has a decent army right now. Man, there's a lot to follow here. Oh, this push on the bottom right, that's Ed pushing into Path's space, and Path is pretty much knocked out of this game. Look at the yellow player with nothing left. So it does come down to a bit of a 2v2 here. Both bottom right and bottom left do not have any producing buildings. Well, VW in the bottom left can actually build Harriers. Oh, big hit on that left side with those Eagles. Nice chain reaction. Got to be careful with those oils. Big hits there. Kian wants to push in here. He doesn't quite have the tanks to push in, especially with that Tesla coil in the top middle doing a lot of work. Ed's Ed's got some offensive value though done already, but he just doesn't really have the tanks or anything too crazy. Kian now with an Iron Curtain needs to get a lot of value here, and very good move from Kian to go in and take out this army. If he would have gone for the MCV, would have let Zed's army go unchecked, it would have been pretty nasty. Oh, and a beautiful force shield, and the left side of the map does lose their naval yard as well. Kian's army is getting melted on the top right. Beautiful force shield to save that nuclear reactor from Zed. Very, very nice. Ed trying to push in bottom middle, but look how defended Luke is in this middle position. That's nice teamwork. All the players chipping in to try to defend the player in the hot seat there. And Ed's going to move with his MCV, try to go somewhere else. The left side of the team left only has one MCV at this point. Both VW in the bottom left and Kian in the top left have lost their MCVs. And now at this point, the macro, the back end stuff is just huge. The team on the left is so far behind. Kian does have an Iron Curtain coming. What's the timer on that? About 30 seconds for the Iron Curtain, but Kian's just so far behind with both Luke and Zed on the right side producing full speed. There's really not a lot that can be done. Ed's hanging in there trying to get something done. VW, I think, left the game. He could be building Harriers. Oh no, he says he does have Eagles out. So VW's still trying to get a little bit done. Good teammate, never give up. Paf saving money for the next game. Yeah, Paf on 43K chilling. Paf's got nothing to produce with, but it's a nice move that Paf is not quitting out. If Paf quit out, his oils would explode and do quite a bit of damage to his teammates. So very heads up move there. And yeah, this Kirov on the top left is running unchecked. Kian makes a last ditch effort pushing in on the right side, doesn't have the tanks for it. Wow, yeah, and so Zed and Luke looking very, very tough today, and Zed is just wrecking people this month in these team games on a lot of wins, So Kirov coming, yeah, nothing left to be do here. Yep, so Kian quits out. They're going to close out that game. Pretty good little 3v3 action, though. This map actually played pretty good. Pretty good amount of chaos, but enough, early game, of like kind of random features on the map to try to create a little bit of excitement. Yeah, I like this 3v3 map. A little bit outmatched, these guys. Zed and Luke are just rolling today, looking so tough, but definitely well played by all the players. Just weren't able to get enough done. Ed played pretty good in the center here. VW in the bottom left, he's the newest player. He's literally played Blitz like one time before, so we probably should have switched him in Path. We'll see if these guys want to switch up the next game. VW might just leave too, I don't know. A lot of times players come into Blitz, if they don't understand the mod, they kind of just get frustrated when they lose, so we'll see if VW wants to hang out for another one. We'll keep the action rolling here. This Kirov doing so much work. The Kirov's going to go elite. All right, GG. That's what I like to see. All right, let's run this back. Now these guys are warmed up. Team Zombies, I don't think Team Zombies would work. I'm not sure. That map is so buggy. There's so many random things. You pretty much can't do anything on that map without it breaking. All right, guys, rocking and rolling. More 3v3 action coming at you here. We're running this one back again. These guys did just get a little warmed up, but yeah, VW in the bottom left. So VW in the bottom left teamed up with Ed in the middle on the left side and Kian in the top left. VW getting a little warmed up here. He's an old school player, definitely a top level player, and a team 2v2, 3v3 specialist. So, but he doesn't know Blitz very well. So he just got warmed up on this map. The left team did lose that last game, but now he's a little warmed up. He said, let's run it back. I like the confidence. On the right side, we got Path. In the bottom right, the madman himself. He'll be looking for those Kirovs, those drones early on. We got Luke playing in the middle, in the hot seat there, allied, right side middle, and Zed doing a lot of work today in these team games, just absolutely wrecking people. He's up in the top right. So I like this strategy. It's good teamwork. I think the right side is just playing a little smarter together, which can be tough. Kian in the top left, obviously one of the best Blitz players in the world, but he doesn't play that well in team games. He doesn't speak English very well, I think, is one issue. So I think that's kind of a part of it. In some situations, you can just play, you and your teammate both play your own game and just do better, but in a lot of cases in 2v2s, team games, there's some strategy involved, some synergy, some teamwork that you need to have, and you see that on the right side right now. So look at Luke. Luke's just building an air force in the back of his base. He's not even worried about a war factory because he has his two Soviet teammates to help him. And here comes Ed with the oils. Ed throwing the oils out in front. We've seen this before from Ed. Yeah, Ed likes to weaponize those oils. It's a pretty risky tactic. It doesn't work if you counter it appropriately. But Luke is going to lose his MCV, and that was very, very risky of them. Luke, I mean, if Luke wasn't going to build it all down there, he probably needed to pull his MCV back. So Luke loses his MCV very, very quick here. We do have VW in the bottom left out with 2 AFCs. His Eagles are doing work. And then we have Ed and Keen on the left side carrying things with their Rhinos. Ed gets into that bunker doing a lot of work. Ed now in purple pushing in to Red's base on the right side. Going to ult that War Factory, take that out. Right side's in trouble here. Losing a teammate early on right like this drops down to a 3v2. And 3v2 is very, very tough, obviously, especially early on if you haven't got any offensive value. Yeah, so Luke, those are Luke's last GIs, I think. Luke's down just a few oils, but other than that, he's pretty much in trouble. Zed's got a nice batch of Rhinos here, just trying to do some damage control, and Ed's oil walk is being stuffed here. You see those purple oils exploding. Oh, and VW raining down from the skies. Nice Eagle hits, picking Red apart here. So Paf's in trouble in the bottom right. Zed has those teal tanks, or Zeds. They're doing some work here, but yeah, you see Kian. Kian's going to shoot the gap, head right into his base, and try to do some damage. They could dive on that MCV. The left side of the map, right, definitely in the driver's seat right now. But they need to be careful. Zed has enough tanks to counterpunch and get something done if they leave an opening here. We have in the bottom left, you know, VW doesn't have any tanks. He's exclusively going Air Force, which you can do, you know, with proper coordination and communication with your teammates. But it does leave you a little bit open to get counterpunched, obviously. So Zed trying to put this whole game on his back right now, pushing it. Has quite a few tanks, but it's ultimately a 1v3. Paf still has a War Factory, so Paf is still producing, but he's just pretty far behind right now. And Luke says re. Luke gets knocked out right away. He's just sitting on the sidelines like, yo, let's re. Yeah, very nice. I like this strategy from VW. Getting a lot done with these Eagles. We've seen that in Blitz over and over and again. If you don't put up a lot of anti-air, these Eagles can really harass you, especially in a team game where you have one player just dedicated to them. I mean, yellow, you know, VW in the bottom left here, he's just the Eagle guy. So he has all the time in the world to micro his Eagles, to build his Eagles. He can put all of his economy into it. It's very, very nice. So Eagles still doing a lot of damage here. Taking oil, big chain reaction. Nuclear reactor goes down. Beautiful hit from VW, spotting that opening there. Kirov for Kirov. That did put Zed low power, so now Zed with no Iron Curtain coming. That was pretty much the only thing he had going for him. Kian in the top left does have an Iron Curtain coming. Path is still producing tanks on the bottom right. I'd really like to see the left team make a dive on that War Factory, take out Red's War Factory, and force us into a 3v1. But Zed just quits out. Path's left all alone. Nothing left to do. The left side takes it home, and that puts us to 1-1 in this series. Love it, love it, love it. Good action, good action. Here we go, 3v3 action coming at you. Team Kian on the left, Kian up in the top left. He's teamed up with Ed in the hot seat in the middle there, and VW in red in the bottom left. We got Team Zed on the right side, Zed in the top right, Paf right middle, and Luke bottom right. These guys have already banged out 6 games on this map. They know each other, they know the map, they know their teammates, but do they know themselves? Coming down to game number 7 here for all the marbles. All the marbles right here, right now. Let's see what they can bring. I like this strategy from Path, getting out of the hot seat, going up on that top level. I think that's a pretty good move, although Ed has been doing work from the middle down there, but I think these guys are just a little scared of Ed. He likes to rush. He knocked out Luke twice early on down there, so a pretty good move, I think, getting out of there. So Path's going to pull back and commit to his Air Force. He's got the Rockies. He's got the Eagles. And we do see Ed with a super early Navy. And so Ed brings out the Navy. Ed brings out the Navy, but there's no one here to shoot. Kind of funny. These guys talking a little smack. I like that. I like that. Crescent saying that the left side has the advantage. I think so. If they can hold that middle position, it gives them more room to work, and it allows them to build a Navy, which I think is nice. Eagles out now for Path. Eagles get in, take out Ed's AFC. Ed out with a cruiser, though. I like that. Controlling the water. Those cruisers do so much work anti-air. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, the Navy, I think the anti-air is really, really nice. So Kian up top left, sharpening his battle axe, pumping the Rhinos, doing what he does best. But he's going to be matched here by Zed up in the top right. Both these guys have been at each other's throats all day long. We'll see how things settle here in game number 7. So far, pretty even. Demo truck on the bottom middle now coming across from red. Gonna try to push in. Desolator out to counter it though. Very, very nice counter. Gets no value out of it. Demo trucks are very expensive. Ooh, so Paf brings in Eagles. He takes out Kian's only War Factory top left. So Kian losing his War Factory is gonna put him behind on the Rhino race. But Paf did pay a lot of Eagles for that, and Paf is now broke in blue on the right side. So gonna have a hard time keeping those Eagles back in the game. We do see VW also broke on the left side. He pushed some early tech, but now able to sell off some power plants. Hopefully gets a leg up here. Okay. So let's do a quick little assessment here. Green's looking pretty good. Bottom right, he's out with Kurovs. Double Kurov now. Zed and Paf both bring out Kurovs at the same time. And Paf and Zed, or sorry, that's Luke and Zed. Luke and Zed also have quite a few tanks on the right side here. So we basically have 2 Soviet players pumping Rhinos, and then we have a middle player on either side, the utility player, bringing out the Eagles. And the big thing right now is that Paf is really owning the skies. He's got 7 Eagles coming in, going to take that nuclear reactor. Big hit, takes a barracks, takes a, oh, and it looks like, ooh, very nice coordination there from the right side. Luke trying to push in behind that Eagle strike. I'm surprised he's not going to continue to push in here, but he's going to push in with his Kurov instead. Kian now out with his own Kurov top left. And we'll see if Ed can get some value here. He's the utility. He's the wild card in the middle. He needs to get something going. But VW is just getting gobbled up. Bottom left has no chance. Gets totally crushed. Bottom left. Luke pushing in, doing a lot of work here. Ed now out with an aircraft carrier. Going to try to get some damage done with this. This is exactly what the left side needs, but... oh, and look at that. VW was able to save his MCV, so he's running up to Kian's base. I don't think he's going to have room to deploy it, though. Yeah, so no one shield. There wasn't really much help, huh? They kind of left VW out to dry there, but maybe just too busy with their own stuff going on. So we do have Ed. Ed's doing some work here, but this push on the bottom left is completely uncontested. They completely took out VW's base. The Kurov's still pushing in. The Rhinos are uncontested. No one's really reacting, and I guess Kian's just too busy top left to do anything. This Kurov is still rolling through. It's like an invisible Kurov. No one seems to care. Ed's a little too distracted with his aircraft carriers. Kian's in trouble. Iron Curtain pushing in there from Zed. That Kurov from Luke literally just destroyed 3 bases. Ed left all by himself, chilling in the very middle. Not a good spot to be. Wow. Okay.